So, admittedly, it's been a little while, but good reason. I just couldn't be bothered. But I've got something that I really want to have a little chat about. Now, recently, I was sat down, I was browsing the old media library, and I was going, what do I want to watch today? What do I want to have a little gander at? And I discovered a very popular 80s movie that I had personally never seen or heard of before, but I was very intrigued by, purely off the cast alone. It features two incredible actors. One, Dan Aykroyd, who people would know from Ghostbusters, and John Belushi, who is quite a famous man, who sadly passed away quite young, quite early into his career, shall we say. And a lot of people say he didn't fully get to reach his peak, his full potential. And after watching this movie, I can understand that because fucking hell, he was amazing in this. So I'll stop rambling. I'll get straight to the point. I'll tell you lot what the movie that I want to talk about today is. It's the fucking Blues Brothers, mate. It's the Blues Brothers. Phew. All right, let's get into it then. The film follows two fictional brothers who believe that they are on a mission from God to raise money to save a church orphanage. Throughout their quest, the brothers find themselves headfirst in some of the most ridiculous events I've ever seen unfold in a movie, genuinely. They somehow end up getting chased by the police, the military, the Illinois Nazi Party, and a local Western band called the Good Old Boys. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention, Carrie Fisher's also chasing them, and she has a seemingly unlimited arsenal of weapons at her disposal, and it's one of the funniest recurring gags in the film. I loved it. Now, something that perfectly encapsulates why I love this movie so much is within the first few moments. See, the film starts with Jake Blues being released from prison and his brother Elwood meeting him outside. Throughout this sequence, we follow Jake as he's being transported by the prison guards. He eventually collects his items, and then he exits the prison to meet his brother. And when the gates open, we see Jake completely in silhouette, lit from behind, shining brightly, beautifully, and it hit me. It hit me deep, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna love this movie. I'm gonna love it. And in retrospect, the whole thing about them being on a mission from God, it works so well when you remember this first main shot of Jake properly. This is the first time you see him fully, is when he's lit by this big, warm light. And it just lets you know that you're in for a very, really entertaining time. Now that the Blues Brothers have been reunited and they have a new bluesmobile, they go and visit the nun who raised them at the orphanage that I mentioned previously. Now, in this really great scene where the nun has like strange Jedi force powers and shit's moving left and right by itself, and it ends up being like kind of creepy, I'll be honest. They find out that the church is in there's a little bit of money trouble. They need $5,000 in order to stay open, to pay off their taxes. The nun says she doesn't want any of the dirty money that the Blues Brothers have come up with through stealing or whatever. So they have to put on like a little charity event to raise some money, and they figure this out. They find their goal. They find their means of collecting this money when they go visit a church. Through the power of James Brown, Jake Blues sees the light. Earlier, he was illuminated by this lovely warm yellow light, and now he's illuminated in this blue light, and it gives him his path. He now knows what he needs to do. They need to put the band back together, put on a show, and raise some money to save the orphanage.
The band! I want the band!
The band? Band? Band?
The band! Praise God! And God bless the United States of America!
They have a little boogie, they have a little dance, and now they've got their quest. So they can start rounding up the members of the band And from the next few moments of the film, they're collecting all the different band members, putting the band back together, and then they need to go and work out their gig. They need to find somewhere to play to raise this money. The songs in these moments are so good, you just know Alfred Molina from Boogie Nights would be just losing his fucking mind. He'd be going crazy.
Oh, Rosie, I love this.
Specifically parts with Aretha Franklin and Ray Charles, which I loved so much. That element in Ray's music shop, it's so much fun. During this next section of the film, where the band has supposedly got their first gig, they don't. Jake's just lied. He's found the first place that's come up on their drive, and he's gone, yep, we're going here. And they play there. Doesn't go well at the start, but they start to pick up pace, and then they end up drinking $300 worth of beer. Easy night out. I mean, come on, who hasn't been there? But the problem is, they were supposed to be paid $200, so they ain't got any money. So they need to get out of there quickly. And if it wasn't bad enough, the real band, the previously mentioned Good Old Boys, who were supposed to play that night, have just shown up. And now they're on their trail, as well as the owner of the bar, and the police from before. So you can see how it's starting to be a bit of a rough one for the Blues Brothers. Eventually, our boys find a gig, they make it there, they promote the shit out of it, and they get everyone packed into this place. Everyone's ready for them to play. They fucking kill it. They go crazy. Even John Candy's loving it. What a guy. What a goat. Love you, John Candy. Oh, Uncle Buck. Beautiful man. But yeah, so they go crazy. They're killing it. Obviously, they have to escape because the police are there. The police are after them. Good Old Boys are after them. The Nazis are after them. And now the military's after them as well. So, like, fucking hell, boys, get a move on.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
After some intense car chases and some barricading of doors, our boys finally manage to get the money delivered straight to the right people. Steven Spielberg. Yeah, that bloke right there. Fucking Steven Spielberg, mate. What a guy. They get the money delivered. The orphanage is saved. But unfortunately, doesn't end too well for the Blues Brothers. They get banged up. Not banged up abroad, but still banged up. However, it's not too bad because they can still put on a nice little show. They can still do a little sing-song, a little dance, entertain all the other prisoners, have a go at the old jailhouse rock. Yeah. Nice little way to end the film, I would say. It's important to note that while Dan Aykroyd is incredible here, it's Belushi's limitless talent that shines above all else in this absurd musical comedy. Throughout all the great song moments and ridiculous car crashes, Belushi's character just keeps you glued to the film. There's something about his presence in this movie that just had me so engaged throughout. I can't quite explain it, but Belushi is truly incredible. He really was one of the greats, and it is a shame to have lost him. I don't know. Maybe it's in the man's ability to do the most perfect cartwheels I've ever seen in my life. He could give Harley Quinn a run for her money there.
No, ma'am. We're musicians.